discuss here at halftime.
The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Something a hater would say.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. And he tacks on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined.
All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb. They've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. A nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Arizona runs out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete. A huge pickup. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown Sooners. And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Get some work done there. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
That play worked, bud. That play worked.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, Dave, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Try, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stops.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets away. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's why you
wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The handoff to Johnson. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going. Top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security.
10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on second down. The aerial assault continues. He's going to let it go. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown Sooner! And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner will be brought down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On second down, he's looking downfield. Snags it over the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Arizona comes out with another first down. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Fair catch, called for and made. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll try the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At midfield, he's got room. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the gun.
And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to throw it again. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great...
Just steamrolling his way through. Oh, look out on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring
They
drive.
sure do.
And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run.
All I got is
Just
cupcakes
about
left
set to
on my
kick it
schedule.
away.
Remember how you did
He'll start
Arizona
the return
State? I got
inside
them
his
last
5.
regular
Really
season win.
disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Remember how you did Arizona State? That's what.
Giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Touchdown coming up.
On third down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses will just boom in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be
There we go.
tough.
There we go.
So much
And he had
speed,
3
so
drops.
much firepower
Crazy.
on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jeff.
the week. Oh yeah.